All right, now that the bulk of free agency is over, we're going to go ahead and give out our grades for each of the teams in the NFL, going by division. First, we're going to start off with the NFC North and the Detroit Lions. We love what the Lions are doing, starting off by bringing in Chicago Bear running back David Montgomery as a replacement to lost Jamal Williams. I wish Jamal Williams re-signed, but Monty's a good running back, so I think he'll do really well in Detroit. They also shored up their secondary by bringing in Cameron Sutton and Emmanuel Mosley, two cornerbacks, as well as I think the best signing in free agency so far, C.J. Gardner-Johnson to a one-year $8 million deal. The Lions also were able to re-sign two key free agents from their previous team, one being linebacker Alex Anzalone and the other being backup running back Craig Reynolds. The Lions weren't able to re-sign Jamal Williams. I wish they kind of worked on that a little more. I think he's a great player, especially for their team, and that's definitely going to be a tough thing to fill for Monty because he was their touchdown leader. I'm not saying Monty can't do it, but just Jamal Williams is a great fit for that team, and I think he should have been able to get re-signed. On the defensive side of the ball, they did lose safety Deshaun Elliott and cornerback Mike Hayes, but I don't think they're going to be missing them too much with their replacements they got. Overall, we give them an A-. All right, moving on to the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota Vikings signed edge Marcus Davenport to a one-year deal from the Saints. He had a down year, but he was very productive the previous year. They also signed probably going to be backup tight end Josh Oliver and their new starting cornerback Byron Murphy. Byron Murphy had a great season. Sad that the Cardinals weren't able to maintain him, but I think he'll do well in that Vikings secondary, which they do need. The Vikings were able to maintain their star center Garrett Bradbury, as well as their probably future running back and Alexander Madison, depending on where the Dalvin Cook trade rumors go to. The Vikings were also a team that faced a lot of cap issues. They have to release wide receiver Adam Thielen. He was previously on a $12+ million deal. Was not able to be working around that. They also weren't able to re-sign defense tackle Dalvin Tomlinson, as well as cornerback Pat Pete, Cameron Dantzler, and veteran linebacker Eric Kendricks. The grade we're going to give is not including any future Dalvin Cook move, but we're going to go ahead and give him a B-. Moving along to the Chicago Bears, GM Ryan Foles had a lot of money to spend and had wasted no time doing it. Immediately bringing in guard Nate Davis, linebacker duo of TJ Edwards and Tremaine Edmonds. They also brought in breakout running back in Devontae Foreman, and as well as added another tight end threat in Robert Tonyan. The only notable free agent re-signing they had was their fullback Kari Blasingame. And their biggest loss was David Montgomery, but I think Devontae Foreman, for the value that they have him at, is a nice replacement. And Justin Fields is basically their running back anyway. And their grade for free agency is going to include the trading in that number 1 overall pick and acquiring star wide receiver DJ Moore. We're going to give them an A+. I think what they are doing is great, and it's a great improvement for their roster. And we're going to wrap it up with the Green Bay Packers. No notable free agent additions. They brought in safety Tavarius Moore. No clue who he is. They did re-sign some good free agents that they had. Is their cornerback / kick returner Keyshawn Nixon. He should have been an all-pro returner. Got snubbed, I believe. Their biggest keys was they lost a lot of free agents. Pending is Aaron Rodgers. He's probably going to retire, if not go to the Jets. They also did lose Alan Lazard, Robert Tonyan, Dean Lowry, Jaron Reed, and Adrian Amos. So they got a lot of holes to fill on that defense and offense. Their grade's going to be a D. And that wraps up the NFC North free agency recap. Let us know what you think in the comments.